Hello, Sagittarius. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. How are you guys? Thank you so much for being here and for tuning in. This is your love and life reading focused on the second half of October, so from the 16th all the way through Halloween, the 31st. It is a general reading, Sagittarius, so it's not going to resonate with every single person tuning in. So please do take from this reading whatever makes sense for you, your life, your situation, and your relationship, and release the rest. And if you are interested in a personal private reading from me, all of that information is listed down below in the description box. And I also have a list of the card decks that I use for my reading, Sagittarius. All right, guys. So for this reading, I chose a couple of focus card decks that I wanted to use to start off the reading. The very first one is the Barbieri Zodiac, which has signs and elements to it. So I really wanted to tap into particular signs that needed to come through here, whoever it is that you're thinking about for this reading. If it happens to tap into one of the signs that I'm able to pull, it's definitely trying to grab your attention. And if it ends up not being a sign that you are thinking about, definitely still listen to the rest of the reading, and hopefully that comes through in the reading regardless. Okay, so I really just was guided to start off with this deck. So let's take a look and see what I am able to gravitate towards. Let's take a look. We have Aquarius coming through here. Let me grab one more. We also have Leo. All right. So if you happen, I can't even speak. If you happen to be thinking about an Aquarius or a Leo for this reading, Sagittarius, it's definitely something that you need to pay attention to. The bottom of the deck is Earth. So for some of you guys, it might be a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus that you are thinking about for this reading. All right, so I will also wanted to grab an additional focus message from the Moonology card deck for you, Sag. And let's take a look and see what else I'm able to tap into for you for this reading. So angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius, please. Let's see. I want this one. The energy is gaining momentum. The waxing moon. Okay, so there's something that maybe you are working on at this time, Sagittarius. It doesn't just have to be about your love life. It could be something that's going on in your personal life. And it might have actually been taken a long time to see movement in that situation, but it's gaining momentum according to this card. So that's something to keep in mind, okay? All right, so we're starting off with the Mystic Moon Oracles, Sagittarius, and let's take a look and see what messages you would benefit from this time around for the second half of October. So angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. What do we need to know, guys? What is going on in love, in life? What is it that you need to know at this time? There's a barrier, some sort of barrier that is standing in the way of progress here in regard to a situation, whether in relation to your romantic life or something in your life that's going on that is preventing you from moving forward. But tapping into this focus card, the energy is gaining momentum. So there might be a possibility actually for this barrier to be removed. So let's take a look and see what that's all about. The next card after that is fear. So for me personally, for this deck, I tap into divine masculine energy typically. So we have a divine masculine, I feel, who's afraid to take that first step, to make a move, to remove whatever barriers are standing in his way, maybe. You know, and again, I'm saying he, but it doesn't have to be. So gender specific. And if you happen to be thinking about an Aquarius, a Leo, or an Earth sign, and it's resonating with this storyline, then perhaps that is definitely trying to grab your attention here. Next card is karmic partner. That might actually be contributing to that barrier in a romantic connection for you, Sagittarius. Interesting. Next card is communication. Very difficult to communicate with somebody when you're running into a barrier or a locked door, if they blocked you on social media or if they just don't want anything to have to do with you right now. This could also be reversed as well. You know, it doesn't have to be tapping into this person's standpoint. It could be from your standpoint as well. It could be you that doesn't want to talk, or it could be them, of course. So however way this is resonating for you. Let's grab one more. What else, please? Oh, that one's flying out. Hold on. Let's grab it. Okay, beautiful card. This is the Ascending card. Moving forward. Finding a new direction. Bottom of the deck is Spring. This could, of course, be a time frame that it is giving you at this time, Sagittarius, in order to see growth in this situation. For those of you guys who are involved in a karmic partnership, third-party situations, where that is causing a barrier between you and the person that you are thinking of for this reading, I feel here really that there's a potential to overcome this. You might just actually just be going through some tough times right now, but you can overcome this. Okay, let's add some tarot to this, guys. So focusing on tarot messages from the Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon. You do not have to identify with a twin flame connection. That's just the name of the card deck. All right, so angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius, please. What else do we need to know at this time? But I do feel that there is a divine masculine, especially, who is in a place of fear. Maybe he's afraid to talk to his karmic partner, and that's why we've got a block in communication here. So I might have actually a divine masculine who's keeping his distance, or is thinking about moving forward away from this connection towards something that can offer him the growth in his life and in his relationships that he's looking for. So for some of you guys, if you happen to be a divine masculine tuning in, or if you are divine feminine thinking of a divine masculine, things might actually be moving forward and just ascending rather than being stagnant in this barrier type energy where you just can't get through or penetrate that wall or door, because it's basically a done deal for some of you guys. Interesting. All right, so let's add some tarot to this. What else do we need to know for Sagittarius? Angels and spirit guides, please. What do we need to know at this time? A flying card in the reverse. Let's see what it is. 10 of Wands in the upright. As you can see, it says heavy burdens, but it is coming up reversed. So Wands energy is fire energy. That's your own energy, Sagittarius. Maybe it's time for you to start laying down your burdens. Maybe you've already done this. And one of the burdens perhaps that you were holding on to was a karmic partner. And if you have released this person, then you are starting the progress of ascending your life forward towards a better direction. You know, the energy is gaining momentum. That's actually a really nice energy right there. Very interesting. The next card is the King of Cups. So that is water energy for some of you. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This particular card reads emotional mastery. The King of Cups is somebody who is truly very emotionally balanced, but you know, it's interesting how it's falling right below that fear card. So I feel eventually with progress here in this connection, this relationship, this person that's being represented by that fear card can get past that in order to get control of their emotions and finally see things from a different standpoint. Or if they have been afraid to face their emotions and feelings for you, Sagittarius. We also have the Knight of Wands coming through here. Passionate adventure with the Knight of Wands. So more fire energy. with those wands coming through here, your very own energy, Sagittarius. So some of you guys may have actually experienced something, somewhat of a very passionate connection with a karmic partner. That's a possibility here. But there are challenges that came along with that as well. And I feel that's what's contributing to that barrier for some of you. Especially if there is a lack of communication here between you and this person. You also have the Three of Wands. So we have a lot of Wands energy being represented here, which is your very own vibration here in this reading, Sag. Awaiting results. You're waiting for something to happen. You're definitely waiting for communication. That is what the 3 in tarot represents, is communication. So you're waiting to hear from somebody that you have in mind for this reading, Sagittarius. It could be an Aquarius, it could be a Leo, it could be an earth sign, it could be a fellow fire sign. And then we've got the 7 of Pentacles, earth energy. That is already being represented by that earth card right there. It's the need for reevaluation. That's the energy of that card. Reevaluating the situation so that you can remove elements of it that no longer serve you, Sagittarius. And once you do that, that's going to give you the growth that is necessary in your relationships, whether romantic in nature or not. You're having to really reassess where you want to go this time. And once you figure out truly what it is that you want, that's what's going to bring in that ascending energy. When we ascend, we rise above. We move forward. We leave things behind. Bottom of the deck, we've got Judgment, Karma, Review. The Judgment is reflection. It's a day of reckoning. It's a day of being awakened. You know? Once again, fire energy. This is your progression on this journey, Sagittarius. You're going to have a rebirth, a resurrection, a renewal of sorts in your life. A new phase, starting something new. You know, you are ascending, you are moving forward from, I feel, away from this karmic partnership that created some sort of barrier in your life. And maybe you cut off ties with this person, and that's why there's a lack of communication here. And I have somebody here that's just waiting to hear from this individual. You know, of course, this could be you that's waiting to hear from this person. But more than likely, I feel that it is them that's waiting on you. And you're in the process of working on your life and reevaluating where you want to go. Part of the energy of the Judgment card for some of you, however, is you would want reconciliation, but you also want forgiveness from this person that you have in mind for this reading. So if you are in separation from somebody as a result of a karmic partnership that interjected itself into your situation, your relationship, you want forgiveness, you want somebody back. And I have somebody here who's afraid. So maybe they're afraid to reach out to you and talk to you again, you know, for fear that you might actually reject them. That's coming through for some of you guys. And it might actually be you that's waiting to hear from them. And with this Spring card being indicated here, it might take some time for this to all happen, but we've got momentum that's being represented here, and it's gaining momentum as this card states. So things are starting to progress, whether you notice this or not. So just give it some time, you know. It's time to bury the past whenever this Judgment card comes forward. bury the past and start fresh. And that is what the spring season is offering you. A new, brand new, fresh start, seeing growth. Once again, to be able to welcome in a new beginning in a situation, in a relationship. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, so let's add some romance angels to this, Sagittarius. Let's see what else you need to know at this time. What additional messages would you benefit from at this time? Angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius, please. Whoa. Okay, what have we got? Oh my gosh. Calling in your soulmate. True love. Bottom of the deck is trust. So trust may have been broken initially in your relationship, Sagittarius, especially if there were third parties and karmic partnerships that really got in the way of this soulmate bond that you shared with somebody else. But, you know, maybe it took separation and distance for you to realize how much they mean to you. This could also be reversed, and finally maybe they're awakened to the fact that you are their true love and soulmate, and you guys just have to restore and find trust once again in each other. So as this card states, the situation is calling for you to have faith. So try to not be in this place of fear and just allow things to progress the way they are meant to, and welcome in the growth that I feel that the spring season could bring in for you, Sagittarius, okay? All right, so let's add some Infinity Oracle to this. And let's see what other messages need to come through here. So angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius. What else do we need to know at this time, please? What else do we need to know? What other messages need to come through? Okay, we've got Ladies' Night. I feel for my divine feminines especially, you know, you are in the process of just living your life again, you know, especially if you had dealt with a karmic partner or a third party situation. I feel you are slowly moving on from that, leaving that part of your life behind. Enjoying time with your ladies and just enjoying life right now. It's so interesting how this is the next card, communication. Somebody's waiting to hear from you, Sag, okay? 2 references to communication, and then with that 3 of Wands, somebody who's awaiting results, just waiting to hear from you, I feel, Sagittarius. And of course, that could be reversed, and you're waiting to hear from somebody, or you're both waiting to hear some sort of communication with each other. But look at the next card, blocked. Okay, so that's another door that is closed here. So a barrier is being indicated, and I feel that's why you're not hearing from this person. And they as well are not hearing from you. All right, let's add some signs from Spirit Love Oracle to this. Let me set these guys aside. So angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius, please. What else do we need to know at this time? 2 locked doors, creating barriers and blocked energy. Blocked communication, possibly. And if this is a karmic partner who wants to reach out or is waiting to hear from you, Sagittarius, I feel that you're not interested, that you want to ascend your life forward and just move away from that. But of course, there are some who are tuning in and are interested in a reconciliation. So take it for however way it resonates with you. And those who are actually wanting a reconciliation and are willing to forgive the person that created this karmic partnership, if you can truly come to a middle ground and be able to forgive and move on from that, you know, absolutely, you guys can start over. Eyes, revealing, finally being able to see a situation for what it is. And sometimes when there are barriers and this blocked energy that's standing in the way, You know, we don't always see the full picture of what's going on, but I feel here now your eyes have been opened. Sagittarius, their eyes are opened as well. You guys are both seeing things for how it is, and that's actually a good thing because now you can deal with it. And yeah, part of the Seven of Pentacles is to reevaluate the situation, and part of that reevaluation is really wanting to see, do you want to stay? Do you want to go? Do you want to keep that door locked, or do you want to open it? Okay. What else for Sagittarius, please? What else do we need to know for Sagittarius, please, angels and spirit guides? What else, please, angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius? Yeah, see? Spider, weave. Deceptive energy. Karmic partners, third parties, distrust, painful energy. You know, so I feel here for some of you, you've encountered a lot of challenges in regard to this person that you might be thinking about for this reading. You may or may not want to talk to them, but there are some of you who are waiting to actually hear from this person. There are blockages and barriers that are preventing you guys from actually talking right now, but we have ascending. We've got the spring season being indicated here. There is growth, the potential for growth in the situation here. There are some of you who are seeking reconciliation and some form of forgiveness from each other. Despite what went down here, some of you guys are still attached to the expectation of wanting this person back. You know, that's okay if you guys can actually overcome the challenges and find trust in the connection once again, especially if you feel that this person is your soulmate and or someone you consider to be your true love. This card does read, this is the romance of a lifetime for you. And for others, moving on and ascending your life forward, knowing that this is not what you're wanting, there is a new love, a true love that's out there for you and could represent that soulmate that you have been searching for. They're there. Interestingly enough, this is the bottom of the deck. Cupid, love and desire. So yeah, you will find happiness. You can find happiness moving forward away from this karmic partnership. There is more out there for you, Sagittarius. So ascend your life forward, remove these barriers that are standing in the way and welcome it in. Welcome it in. Okay, guys. So I now want to use my two new decks. This is by Flames of Alchemy. This is Divine Masculine Energy. And of course, the other one is Divine Feminine Energy. Let's see what additional messages I can pull, Sagittarius, for this reading. And these are just energies, guys, so it can represent either female or male individuals. It doesn't have to be so gender specific, specifically for masculine energy. Okay, so take it for how it resonates with you. Let's take a look. Focusing on this particular deck for the Divine Masculine, what needs to come through here? What else? Yeah, see? The Divine Masculine, he's got fear, but he's trying to have faith. Well, and also if the Divine Masculine actually was the cause of you guys going into separation or the cause of these barriers and blockages, perhaps he's trying to have renewed faith in this connection, that if there is a chance for forgiveness and reconciliation, he's trying to hold on to that. And some of you guys might actually already know that there is a potential to work this out. You know, that's possibly part of that momentum that's building up to create a new reality and a new direction for this connection. Bottom of the deck for the Divine Masculine is balance. And I feel here that this relationship for a very long time was not balanced. And I feel that for some of you, the Divine Masculine or whoever is identifying with that energy might have created that imbalance here. And he's recognizing that. I'm saying he, but of course it doesn't have to be. Balance will be restored. faith will be restored in this connection given time, I feel. All right, let's grab some messages from the Divine Feminine now. Divine Feminine energy, whoever is resonating with these messages, let's take a look. So angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Divine Feminine. Look at that. Connect. Bottom of the deck. Healing together. Wow, the next card, here we go again. An additional reference to communication. 3, actually 4, including that 3 of Wands. All these references to communication, guys. And if you guys haven't been talking in a while, it's because of these barriers and blockages that are standing in the way. You know, you guys might have actually blocked each other on social media, or you might have blocked their phone calls, however way that is playing itself out. Those of you who want to work this out and find forgiveness in each other and welcome in a reconciliation, you can have that if you want it, if you both want it. Because I feel for those of you who consider this person to be a true love, you're willing to work on the partnership and coming back together and reconnecting, which is a part of that energy, will bring healing into both of your hearts. Wow, that's pretty telling. So it's coming through from my Divine Feminine that she's really waiting to hear from the Divine Masculine here. Communication. And it does represent the throat chakra in this particular deck. So I feel that there might have been a blockage, a barrier in communication. And that's why you guys are unable to get in contact with each other, or there's just not a whole lot of talking going on right now. That's a possibility. All right, so let me go ahead and add some Lover's Oracle to this. And let's take a look and see what else I can tap into. So angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius, please. What else do we need to know at this time? Let me grab this bottom card too. All right, this first card. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. For me, that's very similar to a twin flame connection. So some of you guys might actually be identifying with that type of connection. The other card that has come through for you, Sagittarius, says, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. And it's so true. You know, so those who are resonating with that, that's valuable advice right there. All right, guys, so let's add some healing messages to this, and let's see what else needs to come through for you. So angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. Please bring forward some healing messages at this time. For Sagittarius, please. All right, guys, here we go. Already, I'm going to grab this bottom card right there. Another beautiful card. Look at this, guys. You've got blessings and celebration coming in. Both beautiful cards. So however challenging things might be right now, you might just very well have an unexpected blessing that comes in regard to this situation here and in your life as well. Cause for celebration, something to celebrate moving forward. Coming back together with somebody, working things out, that is cause for celebration. For some of you, hearing from the person that you ultimately want to hear from by way of communication, that is cause for celebration. Finding a different path for yourself, for those that are not interested in reconnecting. Seeing growth in your life elsewhere, laying down those burdens and letting things go, that is cause for celebration as well. Wow. All right, guys. So let's add to this with some whispers of love. Angels and spirit guides focusing on Sagittarius energy. Some additional messages, please, for Sagittarius for the second half of October. I cannot believe how fast this year has gone. All right, guys, let's see. Let's see what else needs to come through here. The only thing that is real is love. I'm going to grab this bottom card too, and it says spend some quality time together. This first card, shift your focus from the problem back to love. That is what's going to create healing. That is actually a really great thing to bring into communicating with somebody once again. Because, you know, part of the communication between the two of you, in order for it to be productive, you know, if you guys come together and start talking and all you guys are doing is just fighting and getting in each other's face and not really listening to the other person, that's not going to bring about healing, and that's not going to bring about a solution to remove these barriers that are standing in the way of you guys getting back together. So it's so fitting that in order to shift the focus of this situation back towards you guys working things out, you have to see the problem from a different perspective and bring it back to a loving space. And then we've got spend some quality time together. It is imperative that we spend quality time with those we are in significant relationships with, listening and talking to each other. Yeah, it's very crucial. You know, once you guys start talking once again, you got to listen to the other person. It can't just all be you talking and the other person just sitting there listening. You know, you both need to speak and get things off your chest. And I feel that that's a mutual thing that you guys have to come to, like a middle ground for you to mutually start working on the challenges that your relationship may have truly been overwhelmed by. Okay. All right, let me set that aside. And let's grab some final thoughts here from the guardian angels for you, Sagittarius. All right, let's see what else. Some final thoughts, please, for Sagittarius. We've got creativity, bottom of the deck, conflict. All right, this creativity card reads, we, your angelic messengers, are here to help unleash the endless creative potential that you possess. Listen to the whispers of love inside your heart as we communicate, there is that word again, with you, communicate with you through feeling and emotion. Let go of fear. Absolutely, whoever is tapping into that. Let go of fear and apprehension and express the endless source of creativity you possess. Have fun and allow the inner child within you to express your true essence. All is valid. That is so cool. That's a really great message. But what I really did tap into from that is you got to let go of your fears so that you can remove these barriers, so that you can have a productive conversation with this person that you're thinking about for this reading, Sagittarius, especially if you want them back. And finally, we've got this conflict card coming through. Feelings which you have suppressed for a very long time are yearning to be acknowledged and expressed. You are torn between what you think is the right thing to do and what your heart wants. And this is the primary cause of stress in your life. We, your angels, urge you to follow your heart. Do what you would love, not what you think you should. You got to be true to yourself, Sagittarius. And if you feel conflicted inside you about this whole situation with this person that you are thinking about for this reading, you know, just take some time to take a step back and refocus so that you can assess the situation from a different perspective to help you solve whatever issues you guys have going on, to have more productive conversations with each other. If truly what you're both wanting is to work through the problems, find forgiveness, start healing, and come back together, then that's something that you actually both can work on. But I really feel here that that has to be, as I often say in my readings, it's got to be equal. One person cannot want it more than the other. And if you guys are actually on the same page, I really feel here that you guys have a fighting chance of making this work. So continue to build the momentum towards that goal. And I feel here, Sagittarius, that you still have the chance to find happiness in love and romance, especially, and in life as well. You know, you are being blessed at this time. Lots of celebrations coming in for you. All right, guys. So that's where I'm going to leave this reading. I hope you were able to resonate with this, or at least a part of it. If you're interested in a private reading from me, Sagittarius, please access that information down below in the description box. And I'll be back real soon, guys, with more readings for you. Thank you so very much for tuning in. And I will see you next time, Sagittarius. Bye-bye.